It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. I'm driving to the gym. Yesterday, I worked from home, and after work, but before work at Yahoo, I got my car smogged, and I went to the credit union, and I said, "Hello, Meriwest Credit Union. Why doesn't my new ATM card work?" And they said, "Well, let's see." So then they couldn't figure it out, and they had to go on the phone, and they said, "You wait here while I work on the phone." And then they had to send an email, and the person didn't reply to the email. It was really something. Dependent on all this technology and not being able to reach a solution. They said a hold had been placed on my account in 2006. And I don't know what that really means, because I bought my house in 2007 and they didn't seem to have a problem approving me for that. I used my ATM card last month and it seemed to work just fine then. So anyway, eventually, the guy I was working with said, "Well, looks like we're all done here, everything's fine." I was like, "Alright, you can go test it, buy a bag of chips or something." I was like, "No, that's okay. I gotta take money out next week when we go out of town, so if it doesn't work, I'll just complain about it then." He nervously laughed and said, "Okay." That nervous laugh is what got me. We'll see what happens. But Miguel at the Hillsdale branch of Meriwest Credit Union, you do a stand-up job, and if I remember, I will talk about it on Yelp. So I figured once I signed up for Yelp that I would just start writing about all my experiences and all the places I go to. And I didn't realize how many places I go to. And I just don't, if I didn't have the time to do all the things I had to do already anyway, why would I expect to suddenly have the time to be able to go on Yelp and write about all the other things I do? I don't know. So I don't know that I'll write about the Meriwest on Hillsdale and talk about Miguel and Rosa, who's also awesome but was off yesterday. But I'm just as well, I didn't want to trouble Rosa with all that anyway. Rosa's awesome because she used to, back in the early part of this decade, she used to work at another branch. When I worked at Gartner, she worked at the branch in River Oaks. And I used to buy money orders a lot because you didn't have to accept PayPal on eBay 8-10 years ago. And some people did not accept PayPal because, newfangled computer and the internets and all that. Not to mention that PayPal took a 3% chunk. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm paying 80 cents so that way I can take a $10 payment. Oh, God help me. Well, 60 cents. It's 2.9%, it's 30 cents. And so anyway, people would only accept money orders and not PayPal. And what would happen is people would not bid on those auctions because it's easier for the buyer to pay with PayPal. But what little people understand about usability now, they understood even less at the time. So I would come along and pick off all these auctions and pay with the money order. And then I would turn around and I would sell the items and accept PayPal, and I'd make a little bit of money. There were a lot of easy ways to make money on eBay in the beginning. There was that. There was buying misspelled things because the search functionality was not as robust as it is now, and you could search for Cal Ripken with an I, or Michael Jordan with an O, or Ken Griffey Jr. with a, I don't know, I guess that's not a good example, but there's names that were commonly misspelled, and you could turn around and spell them correctly, and, good money. Used to have that on my resume for a long time as one of the things I would do on my own. I suppose I could still have it on there, but it doesn't matter as much for what I do today. And then I watched the Oakland A's play the Tampa Bay Rays, and they made it close. They cut it to 8-6, and then whoever it is in the ninth inning, the closer for the Rays, said that's enough, and the A's didn't score again, and that was the final Giants game. It was Jamie Moyer and Todd Wellemeyer, so you kind of expected a lot of runs to be scored. Yeah, there were a decent amount of runs being scored. Todd Wellemeyer looked pretty good though. 7 innings, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 or 3 hits, 4 hits, I don't know. Sub-1 whip, only 4 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, 90-something pitches. Not bad for a number 5 starter. He pitches like that, and then you've got this starting rotation of Lincecum, Zito, Cade, Jonathan Sanchez, not necessarily in that order, and Wellemeyer. And you really only need to score 4 runs a game. But it's always nice to score more. And they still got Madison Bumgarner in the minors, and Buster Posey for that matter. And a friend of mine said, hey, you know, they should trade Bumgarner because, you know, there's a chance he could turn out not so good, as you just don't know with pitchers. And you kind of know what you have with these other 4 and kind of 5, and it's kind of a waste if Bumgarner's your 5th starter because he's so good. And I was like, yeah, that's an interesting point, you know. You can probably get some good hitting for him. Now, will the Giants do that? I don't know. But it's got to suck to be Bumgarner because, I mean, he's behind so many good pitchers, and who knows, Barry Zito's going to pitch this well. Now the thing is Barry Zito really fixed? We don't know. Maybe he'll turn back into the Barry Zito of this middle and latter part of last decade and go back to 6 innings, 5 runs, 9 walks. We'll see. But yeah, that was a fun game to watch until I fell asleep. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.